These were male teachers from a high school in Henan province who collectively dressed in traditional Chinese women's clothing, the qipao, and performed a fashion show at a sports event. It drew bursts of laughter from their students. Turns out, this was their way of wishing their students who are about to take the college entrance exams good luck. The annual Chinese college entrance examination, also referred to as Gaokao, started on June 7th. The number of applicants this year is 11.93 million, a jump of 1.15 million compared to the 10.78 million last year, a new record high. The college entrance examination is one of the most important things for the students and their families. The exam results determines the fates of the students, and Gaokao is an important turning point in the students' lives. If a student gets high scores, he or she will smoothly enter a good university, and the future of one's life is likely to be bright. But if one gets a low score, it may affect one's development for a whole lifetime. No university diploma basically means not qualified to apply for a good job, and no opportunity to take the civil service examination. For candidates, the hard work of studying for 12 years is to prepare for the college entrance exams. For parents, the purchasing of high-priced school district housing to enroll their children in tutorial classes are to enable their children to achieve good results in the college entrance exams. And for teachers, their students' Gaokao scores are a direct manifestation of their performance, which is closely related to their salaries and bonuses. For thousands of years, Chinese people has regarded studying as the main path to success. In ancient China, if a student gets good results in the talent selection examination organized by the government, not only can he become a government official, but also to make a name for himself, to honor their ancestors, and to gain prestige to greatly satisfy his vanity. In short, students, parents, teachers all hope that candidates get good results. The senior students of Hengshui High School are still studying hard in the cafeteria while waiting in line to buy food. High school seniors in Hubei attend a pre-exam rally to cheer themselves up. Parents and teachers have thought of many ways in order to help candidates get into their desired university. In recent years, a variety of strange activities have been prevalent to cheer up the college entrance exams. The male teachers who wore cheongsams, also referred to as qipao, in the beginning of the video is one example. The cheongsam is known as the costume that represents Chinese women and was widely popular in China in the 20th century. The cheongsam was once the standard outfit for celebrity gatherings and social gatherings. It's open along the outer thighs, so it is pronounced qi kai in Chinese. There is a Chinese idiom which is pronounced as qi kai de sheng, which means to win victory the moment one raises banner in a battle. It is a metaphor for achieving good results as soon as things start. In fact, there is no connection between cheongsam and this idiom, but only the association caused by the same pronunciation of qi, which means banner in Chinese. This kind of word with similar pronunciations is called homophonic pronunciation, which refers to borrowing another word with similar pronunciations to produce a desired meaning. The male teacher in the video is in charge of the senior class and wears a red cheongsam during the class. Doing so is to give the students a little relaxation and to wish good luck to the students. The male teacher walked up to the podium and wrote a sentence on the blackboard, "Wish my students a great success." The students were very moved. The teacher also asked the students to cut his cheongsam openings with a pair of scissors, because rumors say that the higher the cheongsam openings, the higher the exam score. In the school in Changsha, Hunan province, the grade 12 teacher is distributing red envelopes, cakes, and rice dumplings to the candidates of upcoming college entrance examination. A teacher of a high school in Guangxi led the senior students to run past the drumming procession with rice dumplings and cakes in their hands. The pronunciations for cakes and rice dumplings are also homophonous to the idiom 一举高中, meaning to get to the top of the list in one try, which implies to get an excellent result in one round of exams. There are many other symbolic things to wish good luck for the exams. Sunflowers, bananas, sugar canes, and even drones are among them, in addition to cheongsams, cakes, and rice dumplings. Hengshui Secondary High School teachers hold sunflowers to wish students good luck in their exams. The teachers expressed the meaning of 一举夺魁, or winning a championship, which means the first place in an examination. The pronunciation of sunflower is 魁, the same as a championship. A high school senior teacher in Hebei performed a score-catching dance in order to bring good luck to the students, wishing students high scores in their exams. Of course, compared with the teachers, the parents of the candidates are more diligent in preparing for the exams. In addition to all the symbolic props, the parents also make thorough arrangements for every aspect of the examinations, including their children's accommodation, meals, and commute. In order to let children rest better during the college entrance examinations, some parents move to live in hotels. Many hotels launch special suite services for college entrance exams. Factors that are unfavorable for children's exams should also be eliminated. When living in hotels, they will avoid living on the 8th floor, or in a room with its number containing 8, because in Chinese there is an idiom called 七上八下, literally meaning 7 up, 8 down, which was originally used to describe a person's panic and anxiety. In everyone's perception, however, there is an impression that 7 represents up and 8 has a meaning of down. In order to help children get good results in an exam, some parents also buy 状元 undergarments for their children to wear. 状元was a title given to the scholar who achieved the highest score on the highest level of the imperial examinations in ancient China. The undergarments are no different from the ordinary ones actually, except that the box is printed with the pictures of the top Gaokao students of 5 provinces. The undergarments also come with a booklet, which is a 19-page secret book of how to achieve top scores in an exam. The contents of the secret book is mainly some studying tips and extracurricular guidance books. Accompanying children to the exam is also a key step. Not only female parents, but also some male parents wore cheongsams and wait for their children outside the examination site. The color of the cheongsam is also very important. For the 3 days accompanying the examination, parents should wear red, green, and yellow cheongsams respectively, implying a good start, smooth exams with green lights all the way, and brilliant results. There are also parents of candidates wearing Nike t-shirts because it's printed with a large checkmark, wishing their children all the questions correct. Some parents even drove their children to the exams in RVs in order to stand higher and see their children's position. What is even more unbelievable is that some parents led a horse to send their children to take the exam. The horse is referencing a Chinese idiom, 马到成功, meaning success at the beginning of a job. During the college entrance exams, it's also important what the candidates eat for their meals. Restaurants will offer dishes with symbolic meanings to help with the exams. For example, there's a dish called a great hawk spreads its wings, which also means success in Chinese. It's actually marinated chicken wings dipped in egg wash, wrapped in crushed potato chips, and then baked in the oven. However, it really is a very tasty dish. There is also a dish called One Scream That Shocks, which is stir-fried bullfrog. The original meaning is to make people shocked when they scream, and it's a metaphor for making amazing achievements all of a sudden without any outstanding performances in normal times. For many people, taking college entrance examination is to find a good job, or to obtain qualifications for civil service exams, or to get an opportunity to continue further education in the future. For some people, the examination is to realize their dream of going to university. Mr. Liang Shi from Meishan City, Sichuan, 55 years old, has taken the college entrance exams since 1983. It's his 26th time to take the exam this year. His goal has always been to get into Sichuan University. Some people call him China's top iron brain or China's top exam king. According to him, several tea houses where he used to prepare for the exam year-round have closed service, but his wish has yet to be fulfilled every time the results were announced. Mr. Liang's hair is already turning gray, but still obstinate to participate in the college entrance examinations. He said he did badly in math this year. Today, Mr. Liang's son is already studying in a graduate school in the United States, while he himself is still working hard to fulfill his college dream. While the parents and teachers of 11.93 million candidates are busy for the college entrance exam, another 10.76 million students and their parents are also busy. These are the 2022 fresh college graduates. These students will graduate in less than 1 month's time, and they are facing another major turning point in their lives. A few years ago, these graduating students also participated in the highly competitive college entrance examination, and thus entered the university. For them, looking back at the students who are about to take these exams, they probably have a special feeling in their hearts, because they are right about to enter the tough job market. According to data released by the National Bureau of Statistics of China, the statistical unemployment rate in China was 6.1% in April 2022, with 18.2% of the population aged 16 to 24 unemployed. The statistics also shows that there are 17.83 million college graduates in the 2020 and 2021 cohorts, and these people are basically in the 16 to 24 age group. Based on the unemployment rate of 18.2%, there are about 3.2 million unemployed just among the two batches of college graduates. This figure does not even take into account the 200 million contingent workers. In addition, 700 million Chinese farmers are also not included in the unemployment rate survey. P. Xiaoqing and Helen Qiao, economists at Bank of America, wrote in a report published on June 6 of 2022 that the unemployment rate in China's major cities could exceed 7%, and that the unemployment rate for young people aged 16 to 24 could rise to 23% in July and August. Over the years, the Chinese Communist Party has infiltrated the world, exporting a communist ideology that has led to resistance from the free world. Since the outbreak of the US-China trade war, the CCP has been pursuing werewolf diplomacy and accelerating its decoupling from the international community. Since the outbreak of the COVID-19 epidemic, governments and major international corporations around the world have come to realize that over-reliance on China in the supply chain is a great risk. The CCP's extreme policy of zero epidemic control has also led many foreign companies to become more aware of the uncertainty and arbitrariness of Chinese policy. Many foreign companies have withdrawn from China. In addition, the extreme zero-COVID policy has also caused many companies to stop production or even go bankrupt. It appears that this year's fresh college graduates are facing an even tougher job market. In the previous video, we have analyzed the situation faced by fresh graduates. For the vast majority of them, lying flat at home or doing contingent work such as delivering takeaways, driving online hailing cabs, or doing hourly work are very common without much of a choice. What's more, under the current zero-COVID policy, the economy in many places has almost come to a standstill, and even these jobs are hard to find. The large number of unemployed young people is a source of social instability in the eyes of the government. Therefore, some people have proposed recently a pay-to-work solution to the youth unemployment problem. According to the research of Mr. Wen Zhao, a current affairs commentator, the invention of pay-to-work was first advocated by an IT account on Weibo called Data Technology, and then forwarded by a number of influential bloggers. The rationale is that university students pay to work, then the companies provide trainings to students. The students get work experience, and the companies get cash flow. This idea did not come from the IT person just randomly one day, but by the fact that paid internships have long been a great industry in China, even though it's against the labor law. The reasoning behind this is, if you graduated from an unknown university, how can you possibly find a job if you don't go to a good company and get some experience? Job seekers paying employers in exchange for working opportunities and trainings, this kind of thing have long existed in China. So the idea of pay to work is just the same thing repackaged and advised to roll out on a large scale. Some people also have the idea of getting these urban youths to live in the countryside, imitating the intellectual youths down to the countryside movement in the Mao Zedong era. According to Wen Zhao, the conditions for making livings in the countryside in today's China no longer exist, because the production teams and communes, which were the grassroots organizations of the countryside, have long disappeared. Moreover, the lands that were once collectively owned are now divided and contracted to villager families. There is no more room to resettle young people in the countryside. Therefore, this path is no longer feasible. Now that China's zero epidemic measures are still being implemented and the economy has taken a sharp downturn, the employment situation will only get tougher. For these students who take the college entrance exam this year, it is hard to say what kind of employment situation they will face a few years from now when they graduate